Aloha and welcome to
Welcome.
Tune In Tiki. I'm Kelly and I'm here with Jersey Pineapple.
And today we are sitting poolside in Dubai.
Yeah, so we are in Dubai with a beautiful city view. We've got our coffee, poolside, living it up in the UAE, and we just want to talk about our experience so far. How did we get here? Just to
How
start
did we
out.
get here? I know. If you follow our Instagrams, you have been watching how we have been breadcrumbing you guys with little posts here and there about going to Dubai. And so basically, what happened was one day we were just trying to figure out how many Trader Vic's there were in the world because our friends were at Trader Vic's Japan. Some of our friends were at Trader Vic's in different countries. And so we were like, on the Trader Vic's website just looking, saying, how many Trader Vic's are there in the world? And then we found out that there's how many in the Middle East?
I think 11. We'll have to fact check that, but there are quite a few in the Middle East, which I was actually quite surprised about. I just never thought of it before, and I had no idea. I just didn't know that there would be a Trader Vic's here.
And then we were kind of like, well, we know there's Tiki in France, Norway, Canada, all these different countries that have, various random Tiki bars in the middle of nowhere. And so we were like,
So
well,
why wouldn't there be Tiki in the Arabian desert?
why wouldn't there be? And so we were just like, okay, how do we make this happen? So here we are. We booked this trip. Also
16
happens to
hours
be my birthday.
flight later. Happy birthday, Christina.
But not until tomorrow, guys. Not until tomorrow. But anyway, so we're sitting here poolside and we just wanted to express our excitement for what's been going on here and how much fun we've been having. But also to give you just a little story about our experience at the 2 Trader Vic's that we've visited thus far.
Yeah, we have a few more left on our list, but so far we've made it to 2. The first one was in Qatar, in Doha. And what did you think of that one?
Well, that one is great. So there's 2 locations. It's at the Hilton Hotel. So there's 2. It's actually connected. So there's the inside restaurant, which is just Trader Vic's, and then there's the outside, which is called Tahitian Village.
The Tahitian village, it was absolutely beautiful because it's over the water. The view is stunning. Like it's a city view. You can see palm trees everywhere. It actually feels like a Tahitian village. It's beautiful. I loved it.
And when you walk up, there's this beautiful swing, and it says Tahitian Village, and it's like floral. Honestly, they do escapism right there. It's like all of a sudden you're no longer in the Middle East and you're at some Hawaiian resort. It's straight out of like the first season of the White Lotus.
Oh yeah, it was very White Lotus. It was beautiful.
Right. It's the first season of the White Lotus where you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, we're in Hawaii.
They definitely embodied tropical escapism very well. We sat outside, we walked in, and at first we were the only ones there because of course we like to get there right when they open. We ordered our drinks, and one of the first things that I noticed was the staff was very nice and very like curious about what we were doing. I don't think that they have met a lot of people that are like promoting tiki bars or specifically on a tiki tour. So everyone was very intrigued and just like had questions and wanted to see what we were up to.
This particular Trader Vic's is also, I think, according to like TripAdvisor or something, like number 16 bar in Doha. So the drinks were definitely really strong and really good. And it is, like I said, a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere there. But we do want to give you a little insight as to like alcohol. I know a lot of people have questions about who's allowed to drink in the Middle East. And, people have told us, oh, there is no alcohol there. There's a lot of common misconceptions about the Middle East and about the rules here. So, Kelly, if you want to explain how that works in Doha.
Yeah, there's a lot that we didn't know as well. Like everything is a learning experience. I didn't expect to be able to get alcohol at all, but you can. You bring your passport with you when you're going to enter like a resort setting. And at least in Doha, like the Qatari people are not allowed to go there because obviously it's like a party atmosphere. They're serving alcohol and it just doesn't align with their values and religion, which is fine for the tourists, but not fine for the local locals. So as a tourist, you are able to go there and purchase alcohol. Of course, you need to like be respectful. You're not going to be taking your alcohol outside of the resort. You're going to sit there, finish your drink, and enjoy it within like the closed confines of that resort.
Now, I will say, upon arriving at Trader Vic's, I did notice that the drinks were quite pricey, especially for a Qatari bar atmosphere. But I will say, the drinks at Trader Vic's, I ordered a classic Mai Tai. Now, I think that they took the recipe straight out of 1934 or 1944. So the drink was so incredibly strong that there's not even possible.
Girl, the drinks were strong.
And we had two drinks each. And let me tell you, I was ready for bed after that.
It felt like 5 drinks.
So I think there's definitely a different way that you would consume alcohol here, because you really don't need more than one.
No.
You really don't. It's one and done. One and done in Qatar.
Yeah, definitely. So we also ordered some food. That was super good. We tried the Mai Tai. We got a few other drinks there. We looked all through the menu because it was by Christina's favorite artist.
Of course, Mr. Shag himself.
Of course, it was a beautiful menu. I don't know if every Trader Vic's currently has that same menu. The 2 that we've been to here so far have, and I love it. What else do you want to say about that location?
And the food was good too. I mean, we got some like little snacks.
Some snacky snacks, of course.
The one thing I will say from like a, cocktail nerd perspective is they use a flash blender for everything. So for those of you who think that like flash blending is like a new thing, they've been doing it here. Like, they make these drinks so fast. It's flash blended. They're like perfectly balanced. So if you guys think you're reinventing the wheel out there in the US, they've already been doing it here. The drinks were amazing. We took a great video of the bartender making the drink. So make sure you stay tuned on our social media for that. Yeah, and I mean, just the Mai Tai was amazing. The Mai Tai was like 100% on par. Was
exactly as you would want it to taste. And
exactly
at the next location as well, I would say you ordered the Mai Tai there too, and it was super good.
Super good. But then also let's talk about how we went to Tropicana 360.
Oh, yes. So, not your typical tiki bar. Like, if you're looking up tiki bars in the Middle East, you're not going to find this. However, me and Christina, of course,
we just happened to stumble upon this.
Of course, we're able to randomly find tiki in a place that hardly anyone even knows what tiki is.
We're at this place in the Dusit Hotel. Apologies if I pronounce it wrong. And it was a rooftop bar, which is a 360, so you can walk all around the entire place. And they offer cocktails. Again, they'll have to swipe your passport to enter. And of course, they had a zombie on the menu, and it was served in a tiki mug. So I don't know who the mug was made by. I was already on my second cocktail by then. And
yeah, very random. It was not
a really
like
pretty mug though.
Yeah, it was not the type of place that you would expect at all to get a zombie, but it was great. Like the whole experience was super cool. Best views that we've seen. Just 360 views of Doha. Absolutely beautiful.
People were so nice. And I mean, that's the other thing about.
And we got a hookah that had a laser that pointed up into the sky.
Yes, it was a shisha here in the Middle East. Yeah, so we found a random tiki drink in a rooftop bar. So there's that as well.
I think there are probably a lot of bars around here that if you ordered a tiki cocktail, they would have it because they do have very good ingredients in this area. That we've come across places that could make virtually anything you ask for. Well, like the first night we got a Campari drink that was super good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we were at the pool bar at the St. Regis Hotel where we were staying in Doha, and we got a strawberry Campari drink, which was excellent. But they also had a Mai Tai on the menu. So, and it wasn't your pineapple grenadine Mai Tai. It was more along the lines of a classic Mai Tai. So,
I honestly feel like ordering a Mai Tai somewhere random outside of a tiki bar here, you're more likely to get a real Mai Tai than in the States. Because if you order a Mai Tai just at a regular bar, you already know it's going to be pineapple and grenadine.
Yes, exactly.
But here they seem to know like orgeat. They seem to understand the ingredients of it. Like it's easy to find a good one here.
Which of course now I want to do some research and where the disconnect of a Mai Tai recipe had gone. Who decided to put pineapple and grenadine in Mai Tai? I just want to know who what.
Where did it go awry?
What happened here? So, everyone knows anything about me. I just think that the recipe name should be made by that name. Like, stop calling it the name and then it's something else. I don't understand. So
So those were the few bar experiences that we had in Qatar. And then we flew back to Dubai. And yesterday we went on our road trip to Abu Dhabi, where we went to Trader Vic's there.
we did. We actually hired a driver to take us out to Abu Dhabi because we had our own custom itinerary of what we wanted to do. Highly, highly recommend. So if you're coming to Abu Dhabi, just, give us a shout and we will give you all the information on how to make that happen. Because you make your custom itinerary of the places you want to go to and what you want to see versus just the standard TripAdvisor type of, tours. So, give us a holler if you need any information. So we actually arrived at Trader Vic's during happy hour.
Yeah, which we didn't even plan, but it was perfect.
It was perfect.
We walked in, first of all, pulling up, it's beautiful. It's not super decorated tiki on the outside. It is part of a Rotana hotel, but they have a beautiful tiki outside and then a nice like gold sign. It was just very like classy and elegant looking walking in. And we immediately met the manager there who was like super excited. I guess they don't have a lot of tiki people going around to different bars and just being like, oh my gosh, we're trying to hit all the Trader Vic's, because that concept
Because who else is crazy enough to do a Trader
Right.
Vic's world tour?
that concept
We need
to
a
everyone
t-shirt
is just
made,
like
Trader
what
Vic's
is
world
going
tour,
on.
so you can check the boxes.
But he was so excited and very, very informative. And yeah, we just met so many cool people there.
And
So
also, upon talking to Leon, who, if you do get a chance to go to Trader Vic's Abu Dhabi, which I highly recommend, go have a chat with him because he's actually from Mexico. And we shared some similar connections because I do know some Mexican bartenders and some Mexican bar enthusiasts for sure. And we were just talking about culture in Middle East and Mexico and the US, and very knowledgeable. He's done a lot of work at Trader Vic's Abu Dhabi. They actually have a brand new oven so they can cook some traditional Polynesian fare. You'd have to check that out because they actually allowed me to go into this area where the oven is, and it is incredible.
it walks away for 2 seconds and ends up inside the oven.
I'm in the kitchen. So I can't help it. I love doing my tours. So yeah, so I got to go see inside there. I have a video that I'm going to post about that. We're in the middle of editing. So just so you guys know, we're not, we just have so much content to post and so much to edit right now. So we figured we would do some podcasts for you to give you some,
Yeah.
kind of a day in the life of what we're doing here.
And
Today,
each Trader Vic's does have their own special cocktail here.
Yeah, and
we
I
did
ordered
get the one in Abu Dhabi. It's called the Pipeline. It's super, super good. It has 151 almond, pineapple, a few different ingredients, but we'll post a video on that one as well. It was delicious.
And if you do happen to come to Trader Vic's Abu Dhabi and you're just going to Abu Dhabi for a night or so, I highly recommend that hotel. The pool is gorgeous. The hotel is gorgeous. So if you're looking for just a Trader Vic's kind of night, tiki night, and you want to go see Abu Dhabi, I think it's actually in an excellent location, close to all the things that you might want to see. And the pool and everything, the hotel is gorgeous. So I would not sleep on that. I would book that hotel for sure.
You would sleep in it.
You would sleep well, I think. Yeah, and then so we had a Suffering Bastard. They made us and they gave us a little, history of the Suffering Bastard, which I honestly also thought was incredible that the bartender had tiki cocktail knowledge.
They were so knowledgeable, like very, very well versed in the histories, the ingredients, very, very into it. Like it was a great experience. So we learned a lot just
And
from
then
talking to them.
also they showed us the Trader Vic's branded rum.
Oh yeah, which I hadn't seen before.
Have you? I've not.
I don't know. Maybe it's available in the States.
We
It's
don't know
not
if
something
it's
that
available.
I've seen.
I've seen it. But it's also the proof is very high on this rum.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it was really, really
It was really good. And then they made us a shot too. What was the shot's name? It was called Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
This shit was so strong I can't even remember what it was.
It was the memory erasing Dragonheart. And then of course I got a Navy grog, which I mean it was amazing as always.
Oh yes, Navy grog. Their Navy grog was on point. Like it did not have that super strong bite to it, but you could tell, you might need a backrest on the chair because you might fall off. So if you're looking for a Middle Eastern adventure tiki tour, we have not done the ones in Dubai.
So there are 4 total in Dubai, and we have maybe like 5 more days to do that, which we will be knocking out all of those. And then hopefully on our next trip to the Middle East, we can see all of the rest because there's also one in multiple other locations, like all
Yes, and if we were to do this all over again, honestly, we would have hired a driver to drive us through and have hit every single one on the way. But we didn't know. But if that's
yeah.
something that you want to do, make sure you hit us up and we'll make that happen for you.
Yeah, I would recommend driving rather than flying because then you'll get to go like through Saudi over to Oman, like all over. You
Yeah.
can fly, but it's going to be a lot of flights when the drive is quite short between most of these places.
And yeah, we got to meet a lot of really nice people. Today we're actually going to a club tonight to kick off my birthday, tonight at midnight. So we're gonna see
Y'all
what
heard
kind
it
of
first.
cocktails they
Christina's
offer.
dragging me to a club.
But then we're actually going to in the desert today, actually, too. So stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned.